Welcome to E360 TV, the live streaming and on-demand destination for influential voices and enlightened audiences. We offer trending, grassroots, and purpose-driven content across a diverse range of interests. E360 TV is more than just watching programs. We offer the ability to interact with live shows connecting audiences to real, authentic influencers and storytellers while streaming to millions of devices. Real experiences. Raw conversations. One destination for it all. E360 TV.
Because now I know when something happens in our lives that is unexpected, you have to go into it in order to ever have any hope of coming through it. So when you go, guess what? When you come out the other side, you grow.
Brought out more in me than I thought that I didn't even know that I had.
That has given all of us a great hope for what we can do with our own messages, our abilities to deliver, but most importantly, to deliver it in an authentic and very, very intriguing way.
Have you ever been in something or felt something where the only way you felt you could deal with it was to leave, get away? I thought that was the meaning of control. It took me 4.5 years to stop looking around the room of my life, of my journey, of my purpose, digging in cushions for a remote that never existed. Looking, re-looking, going back and upgrading, bringing in and pulling out things that do not serve you must go. Those things out in this world that are designed to bring us down, to keep us down, put their foot on our neck and whisper to us that we're never good enough, they don't whisper. They yell at us from all directions, top to bottom, bottom to top, side to side, side to side, corner to corner, and corner to corner, 365 days. When somebody asks you about yourself, don't you dare whisper. When they ask you to raise your hand, don't you dare half raise it. When they ask you something good about you, you scream it with all you have. Come on now, get up, get up. Tell me who you are. Show me who you are.
Greatest truth of all, that not everyone has to remain lost.
Oh, you just gonna sit there? Wake your ass up. Wake up. There ain't no sleeping in here. It is time to get going, you guys. Welcome to today's installment of Bathrobe Moments. I'm your host, Lauren Michaels Harris, and what a great day it is. The sun is shining. The birds are singing. And I'm going to tell you something. I really myself, I've been up since like 4:30 this morning, but I only woke up like 10 minutes ago. I've been to the health club, to the gym already. You ever have those mornings where you wake up and it just, coffee doesn't do it, music doesn't, you're just like, that was me today. But guess what? Right when it was time to come in here, something just started pouring through me. That's because when we come together, that's magic. It is. There is a literal promise attached to it. The one that tells us where two or more of us comes together, we got that same mindset. We got that same heart set. We are here because we want to be, right? We need to be. That is the promise. And so I'm so happy to be here. Good morning to you. Hope today is going to be your best day ever. And I mean that. Listen, whew, you all know what's today? Is it Wednesday? Oh my God, I'm losing track of time because today we are going to do a school assembly at noon today, where we're picking up the letters, the pen pal letters that the kids here are sending to the kids in Romania. So the news, the TV news is going to be there. So we're excited about that, right? And we get to celebrate these kids that are starting the conversation with the kids over in Romania. Now, you know, we leave 1 week from tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm kidding. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. And today's guest is one of the people on Team Romania. You all know, let me see. Let me get up there. We've been putting this together for some months now, but I'm really excited to have this guest today. I really am. There were supposed to be a couple other people, but you know how we do it. We go with what we've got, right? So look, that's a real actor. He looks like an actor, doesn't he? I know. I'm going to just keep it real. When I met the whole Romania team, I was looking at them. I was going like that, right? So I was like, then I went to our guest today, Catalin. I went to his picture and I was like, wait a minute. That's a star. So listen, if you want me to get his autograph while I'm there, send $5 in cash to this address. I'm kidding, but I am going to get an autograph. So anyway, let me tell you who we have today. I'm not even going to try those other two. Okay, wait a minute. Catalin. Oh, Lord. Catalin Constantin Georgie, something. Lord. Anyway, Catalin, he studies, he has I think it's a master's. I don't know what they got different terms over there, in acting performance at the University of Bucharest. So I think that's like a master's of art or something. He completed acting modules at the Enlight Center Bucharest in theater and film. So anyway, like I said, he's an actor. You can tell just by looking at him. I got a feeling he's like the Romanian Johnny Depp. That's what I think. And I got some proof today because I found a clip. Yeah, I did. I found a clip. I'm not going to tell you where I went. I'm going to let him tell you, but I'm going to get him in here. So you guys know we are headed over. There we go. We're headed over. Look at our movie poster, The Legacy of Hope, the Legacy of Hope tour, about all these letters. There's our official t-shirt. And yeah, we still need some money. So get those pocketbooks out, open your wallet, open your heart, and let's help these kids on both sides get to know each other. That's the bell of purpose. I ring it on purpose. It means tune in. We don't want you to miss it. And welcome to the show, my sidekick. This is Lucy McGillicuddy Ricardo. Good morning. She's been with me 6 years right here. So listen, this is Catalin's first time here. So Let's roll out the red carpet. How do we do that virtually? Put some hearts on the screen. Here comes the Romanian Johnny Depp. I'll get you an autograph if you put some hearts on the screen. Here he comes. I hope. I'm not kidding you. It is so difficult today. Not
Hello.
difficult. It's challenging. You ever wake up like that, Kathleen? Welcome to the show. How are you?
Thank you very much. I'm fine. Thank you very much, sir. First of all, I would like to thank you for inviting me into your show. That was quite of an introduction. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something. You know, and I'm in television, so I kind of have an eye. I really do. I used to be afraid to say that, but I'm not anymore because I'm right most of the time. And I know I'm right about you. Listen, what I like to do, just so you can create your own vibe with
Yes.
the audience, I'm gonna go out, let
Yeah.
you talk to the people, say good afternoon, because what time? Oh, I should have looked at my Romanian clock. Wait a minute.
It-
Never mind. What time is it there?
4:15.
4:15 in the
But
afternoon.
I'm not in Romania right now. I'm in another country, and it's 3:15 almost.
Where are you?
I'm in Switzerland. Yeah.
Andre Dutu. I talked to him yesterday. He was in
Yes.
Turkey.
Yeah. I
You
know.
guys get to go to a lot of places because it's close.
Yeah.
So what are you doing in Switzerland? A movie?
Well, no.
A play?
Not now, not for the moment. I'm actually also living here in Switzerland with my family.
Oh, so you're gonna come to Romania next week?
Yeah. On the same day as you guys. On the 5th, I'm gonna be in Romania.
Are you coming just to be with us, or did you have some other stuff to do?
The number one priority is this project that I'm having with you guys. Yes.
Well, thank you for that. I did
Yes.
not know that. So here, let me leave. You say hello to everybody. I'll come back and we'll get started.
Oh, okay. You want to put me in this situation?
Yep,
Okay.
all you. There you go. Here's your close-up.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, my name is Cătălin Constantin Gheorghe. I'm an actor. I'm born and raised in Romania. I usually don't know what to say about me. I'm kind of nervous, but it's okay. So I'm happily married. I have a wonderful wife and a wonderful baby girl. Actually, she's going to turn 4 today, so it's her birthday today. Yeah. So I've told you I'm an actor. I'm studying a master degree. It's an MA in acting, in performing arts. Mike Savuica is one of my teachers, and he's also my friend, my partner on stage and in front of the camera. And yes.
Wow. So listen, I'm ready to get started. I am. Let me get this microphone right.
Yeah.
Let me see. Oh, okay, there. I'll leave it like that. So, how long have you been acting, first of all?
Since like a professional actor, since 2017.
So, why all of a sudden? What were you doing before?
No, I mean acting is it's a dream of mine. When I was a kid, I was lucky enough to grow up with watching a lot of movies, and cinema in a way helped me, find my answers, because I had a lot of questions, and that is when I've decided to just go on this path. And this is the only way I know how to help others, through acting and through telling stories. So yes.
That's awesome. Is your wife an actress as well?
No. She's working for a company. She's doing something else, but she's an artist also. She paints. She writes a lot of nice stuff. She's really talented. And
Okay. So let's talk about your daughter because her
yeah,
birthday's today. So I'm going to ring the
yes.
bell 4 times because she's 4 today.
Thank
And
you.
does she understand what you do? Does she know that daddy is an actor? Kind of.
I don't think so right now, but I think she's starting to understand because I'm also, living a lot. So I'm going to different places to work and I'm not all the time at home. So at least right now she starts to understand that her daddy is doing something like telling stories and being funny and
Yes.
making people laugh or cry if that is the case. So yeah, she's the light of my eyes, really. She's like
I can tell.
I cannot I cannot tell you, describe to you in words my feelings when it comes to my daughter. She's like the biggest love in my life.
I hear you. You're so blessed. So
Yeah,
let me ask you something.
yes, sir.
So as far as acting goes,
Mhm.
there's all kinds. There's all kinds of different forums. Which do you prefer? Do you prefer television, movies, the stage? What is your favorite form of acting?
I I don't have a favorite form of acting because I believe acting is about telling the truth, and no matter what methods do you study, eventually you get to the same point, and that is in telling the truth. And right now we're doing for the last year we are studying like physicality in theater, not just like Stanislavski, you have to sit with your own thoughts and just find the key to the characters. But now we're doing something like Michael Chekhov, which is like physical theater. Every movement that you do is in a way or another making you to find that particular emotion or something like that.
So
So I think if you're an actor, you have to do everything. It doesn't matter if it's television, it doesn't matter if it's theater, it doesn't matter if it's movies. I think the technique is different, but that's it. At the end of the day, bottom line is that you have to be truthful and you always have to tell the truth. I mean acting is about using lies to tell the truth. That is
oh.
my I mean, yeah.
So okay, because last year I did a movie.
Mhm.
Never did. I'd done little stage stuff when I was a kid, you know what I mean, high school and stuff,
Yeah.
but nothing like, So anyway, I did this movie, and I was so nervous because I thought I couldn't memorize. I was like, how am I going to memorize all these lines? But well, you know what I found? I found that if I memorized the scene,
Mhm.
what was happening, I didn't have to memorize the words. They found me. It was interesting. So that was a good thing. However, so in your opinion, just your opinion, how much of a success? Well, okay, like I did a movie, but I've never taken a class. I have
Mhm.
another movie coming up this summer. I've
Mhm.
never taken a class. Now, of course, I'm most likely not going to be some Academy Award winner.
Who knows?
I was going to say, but just in case, y'all better be nice to me. I'm
Yeah.
just saying, just in case.
I
So,
do.
but do you feel it's possible for some people to? Okay, wait a minute, because this is a great question. I just got to figure out how to ask it. Do How much do you think? Oh, fuck. Oops, I said the F word. Are some people just born with it and then they learn little nuances? Or does a person really need to study their way in order to find the natural parts? How does it work?
I mean, my opinion, my personal opinion,
Yeah,
I don't believe that you actually need to go to school to become an actor. I mean, school is okay, it's nice, it gives you some tools. You can learn, the ABC of acting in a way,
yeah,
or just a method. But I think that, and this is with all type of arts, everything. I mean, with dancing, I mean, if you have the talent, or
Do
at
it.
least you
Yeah, yeah,
like,
yeah.
just do it. I don't think that a school, if you go to school or if you don't go to school, you will be or you will not be an actor.
Right.
So if you really like to act, if you really love movies, if you really, really love theater, you cannot spend one day, I don't know, in not doing anything about that.
What would you for you personally, what do you find is the most challenging aspect of the work you do? Is it going on auditions and facing rejection? Is it being away from your family? What is the most challenging part for you?
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
I know that's a good one, huh?
Yeah, it is. Well, I'm kind of struggling with this idea that it's just popped up in my head about the fact that, and I'm talking to myself in a way, like, man, do you really love acting or the idea of being an actor, which are
Mm,
two different things. So
yes,
rejection and so on, the things that you've said, I mean, they upset me in a way or another, being away from my family and being rejected in a way or another, for a project, but that comes with the territory. So
sure.
rejection, I mean, 99% of the times you're being rejected, not because you're not good, just because you don't fit the part.
Mhm.
It's as simple as that. I understand everything that has to do with the process of casting and so on. But when you do a project and you start to think about success in a way that maybe it's not good for your mental health,
Yes,
and
yes.
you don't receive that kind of appreciation or something like that, maybe you get upset because you're going in with all of your soul and with your heart. You're not making some material stuff with your hands, you're just putting yourself out there, and when somebody don't like you, you cannot take it personally. You will take it personally in a way or another. But I don't have a big challenge or something that really, really upsets me, because this is what I love to do. And I know that if you want to do something or you love to do something, it will never be only, just rainbows
Oh,
and
good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Absolutely. So, what is your stage name?
is the same name.
So say it.
I'm Cătălin Constantin Gheorghe. I didn't. I mean, we in Eastern Europe, or I mean, in my country, in Romania, we're not accustomed with having a stage name, more or less. I mean, nobody's telling us, you need to change your name because it sounds good or whatever.
Right,
Be you, and yeah, and that my name is my name.
right. So we don't have to worry about you changing your name to, um, Rocco
Rocco.
Miller or something. Right, right,
No,
right,
no, no,
right.
no.
Stone Martin. Right.
No, 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 no,
That's not bad.
no.
Stone Martin.
I
So,
mean, the markets are different. Eastern Europe with United States, it's a total different. You guys approach theater and cinema in a total different way. You have a huge industry. It's kind of different.
have you ever thought about acting in an American production?
Yeah, of course. But I don't know. I mean, at least I think that I need to do my job well where I'm at right now in Romania, and just maybe do a project in Romania, and then go with that project to different festivals and so on. Yeah, I would love to. Why not? Phew.
So so far in your career, what role has been your favorite? The one that you go, "Oh, that was so good. I just love that role."
This is some. I don't have like a particular role in which I can say that this was the part I loved. This was something that, whoa, I don't know, because every little part or big part that I'm doing, it's about me in a way or another. I don't know if that makes any sense.
Yeah, I know it. Yes, yes, it does.
So it doesn't matter if I'm well. One of the most challenging parts I can tell you about was the one I'm doing a theater play, and the name of the play is Wojciech, and I'm playing a dude who's reliving the things that he did because he's in limbo and he's trying to forgive himself because he did something bad, whatever. And just by putting yourself in a situation in which you have to play dementia,
Oh,
that was
I could probably do that. I just have to be my regular self. I'm serious. I'm not kidding. I'm the guy. Listen, not to cut you off. The other day, I promise, I was talking to someone and they were like, Lauren, you sound distracted. Do you need to call me back? I was like, I'm not distracted. I kind of am, but I can talk to you. They go, what's wrong? I said, well, I can't find my phone. I swear. And they said, well, what are you talking to me on? See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
See, I could play that role. But anyway, go on. How do you? Because listen, a lot of actors will go and do research.
For sure.
You know, if they're going to be a lawyer, they'll go hang out with lawyers.
Mm-hmm.
But how do you practice or get into character when the character is experiencing dementia?
Yeah. Well, at first, I mean, I don't have like a method that I'm using every time that I'm playing something. I mean, it's just, I mean, sometimes I can, you know, if I have, if it's my own experience, let's say, I'm using that. I'm using my own thing. If it's not my experience, I'm trying to find something close to me, like if a friend of mine had experienced something like that. If not, I'm doing my research. When was this character born? What was his profession? In which era did he lived, and so on. And I'm after I read the script like thousands of times, then I'm trying to find out. I mean, I'm talking about this case right now with Wojciech. I'm trying to find everything that has to do with people who, I don't know, who had dementia, or they live in an asylum, or doctors that have written all kind of stuff about their research and so on. And then, because you've talked about learning the lines, you have to just, I mean, just understand what you're saying at first, I think. And if you understand what you're doing then there and what you are saying, then I think, like you've said, the words just come naturally.
Yeah, I found that out because at first going in, I thought I had to have every single word exactly right. But then when I got into the experience and started engaging with the other actors, the emotion, it was easy to remember a similar thing in my own journey. So I kind of just went there, like I was remembered to it. So, and then I found out, because no kidding, I'll never forget this as long as I live. There was a scene the very first day, and the director came from behind the camera afterwards and came over to me, and he put his hands on my shoulders, and he goes, I can't believe you've never done this. He goes, I want you to know this. I am now officially a fan. Somebody told me later, that's the best thing you can hear. But I'm saying that to say this. For those of you out there that are afraid to try something you've never tried, try it. I mean, you just never know what you're capable of. So I want to ask you something about, and that was the point I was trying to make. See, I told you I could play dementia. I forgot what we were talking about that fast. No, but what I found was, because I said, but I didn't hit the words exactly right. He goes, that doesn't matter as long as you don't change the spirit or the moral of what the scene is all about.
Exactly.
We don't care about that. It actually helps it. So that freed me up. After I heard that, I was like, great, let's go. But let me ask you, do you, as an actor, you know, when you watch other actors, you're like, kind of learning, but also scrutinizing.
Yes,
So,
judging.
picking it apart. Well, I'd have done that differently. Or I don't think they, you know. So I want to ask you, in your opinion, do you think you have a good eye? Do you think you know a good actor when you see a good actor?
Yes, 100%.
Okay, because I got somebody that I think is going to be a big star.
Okay.
And I'm going to show a clip, and I want you to tell me if you think he's going to.
Oh, okay.
Your opinion. Just your opinion, that's all. So, hold on. Okay, tell me.
One day we got orders to storm a French village. Got in, hundreds to the right and left of me. Then I was confronted by a French soldier. He, with his bayonet at the ready, and I. In a fraction of a second, I realized that he was after my life exactly as I was after his. I was quicker than he. I tossed his rifle away, and then I ran my bayonet through his chest. He fell, put his hand on the place where I hit him, and then I thrust again. Blood came out of his mouth, and then he died. I remembered then that we were told that a good soldier kills without thinking of his adversary as a human being. The very moment he sees in him a fellow man, he's not a good soldier anymore. But I had in front of me the dead man. And how I would have wanted him to have raised his hand. I would have shaken his hand and we would have been the best of friends. Because he was nothing, just like me, just a man who had to fight, who had to go in with the most cruel weapons against a man who had nothing against him personally. Just a man who wore the uniform of a different nation, who spoke another language, who had a mother and a father and a family, perhaps. I woke up at night sometimes, sweating, because I can see his eyes. And I try to convince myself what would have happened to me if I wouldn't been quicker than he. What is it that we soldiers strangle each other, stabbed each other, ran to each other like mad dogs? We are civilized people after all. I mean, to fire at each other from distance, to drop bombs, it's something impersonal. But to see each other's white in the eyes and to run with a bayonet against a man, it was something against my convictions and against my inner feelings. Anything else?
Okay. Now, first question.
Yes,
Is it hard for you to watch yourself?
It was at one point. It was hard for me to watch myself. I'm not doing it when I'm on set. I'm not going to watch the assist and to see what I was doing. I'm not going to do that, never, because I don't want to change anything in my my brain or whatever. But right now, I like to watch myself because, sir, if I don't like what I see, how can I ask for you to like what you see? When
Exactly.
you're going to come and watch a show or a movie, why do I have to, So yeah, I have
That
to.
was awesome.
Yes, thank you.
I,
I
ju-
was
I
like,
started I started to go upstairs and make some popcorn. Yeah,
thank you.
no, that was listen. Let me pick out a couple things in there. Like, for instance, the eye blinking thing.
Yes.
That to me, that was like from trauma, like a
It
tick.
is.
What, tell me how that found its way into that scene. Was that in the script or did you add it as a nuance?
I have studied, or I did my the research, and I've watched a lot of YouTube videos with people who had like post traumatic
PTSD?
PTSD or bombshell syndrome. I don't know if
Yes.
it's the right way to pronounce it.
Yes.
And I've spent like 3 or 4 nights just watching people having these seizures because of the bombs that were just dropping on their heads. So and I also I was in the army for like 3 years, and I in a way I kind of understand what it's like to be a soldier.
Yeah. Clearly.
And not just, I mean, being a soldier myself, I know a lot of stories which are true stories, bad stories, and it's kind of hard for me to, to express in words all those things that have happened to my colleagues, to my comrades, and so on. So I don't know if I did that in the right way. I don't know if I
You
portrayed.
did. I'm a prior soldier.
Okay.
Yes, and I have a
Yes.
lot. Right. Yes. Let me just say this. I'm gonna just put it out there. You're a star, right?
I don't know. I don't
No,
know.
you do. I'm gonna tell you something. Because here's the deal. Like, one thing I do know. I don't claim to know it all, but one thing I do know. My favorite actors of all time, all of them. For instance, Tom Hanks.
Mhm.
What I love about Tom Hanks is I can watch him as Forrest Gump, and the next time I see him, say in Apollo 13 or whatever, I don't even think about Forrest Gump.
Exactly.
It's like he made me forget him. And then some people, some actors, you see him in one thing, and you still say, "Look at so and so from that so and so." You actually call him the character from 10 years ago. Because you never can leave it. It's almost typecast.
Yes.
Typecast. So, but I also know that I can detect those things that are natural. Those things like the way you look at the camera, when you look at the camera, and believability. If you pull, I didn't intend to show the whole 3 minutes. I was going to show like a half of it, but I got into it because you know why? Because your words and your delivery, the experience was putting all of the stuff that we could not see on the screen of my mind. So I wasn't there just with you. I was standing behind the person that was interrogating you.
Nice.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
I know you were in a room being questioned. That's what I saw. That's what I saw. You were wearing what they put you in. I don't know the scenes before or after, but I know for a fact where we were. And that, my friend, is a great actor. Listen, you guys, we'll be right back with more of today's phenomenal guest, Cataline, in just a moment. When we come back, we're going to find out what his plans for the future are. And we're going to talk about next week when we all hit ground in Bucharest. Don't go away. We'll be right back. Lots more ahead. Share out the broadcast. You'll be glad you did. This world is changing more and more every day, and we've decided to change right along with it. My name is Dr. Lauren Michaels Harris, and I'm the president of Trajectory TV Network. At Trajectory, our vision is to provide a comfortable, creative platform for top content creators and storytellers from around the globe. We're also dedicated to providing this world with content that is healing, educational, empowering, exciting, and above all else, entertaining and transparent. So right now, I invite all of you who believe yourselves to be global game changers to use the link found here and simply take a chance. Schedule a virtual chat where you'll have the opportunity to share your vision for your very own global television show with me, the network president. So use that link, and together, let's begin changing and healing this world, one story at a time. And remember, whether you have years of experience in front of the camera or zero experience, it doesn't matter. What matters the most is your desire to share great content through television and a willingness to share it with passion and with purpose. You might ask, how do I know if I've fallen in love with my purpose and my purpose has fallen in love with me? It's easy when you've lost your voice because you just can't stop talking about it. I'll see you soon. Do you ever sit here and wonder, how in the world does Lauren do it every morning? Where does he get that energy? Well, I'll tell you this much. I didn't buy it on eBay, but I did find some in this can. V8. Why do I love it? Couple reasons. First of all, 60 calories. That's it. In every one of these little babies. A full 2.5 servings of vegetables in every one of these babies. And here's the best part. 100% vegetable juice from concentrate. And it's easy to find. Head down the juice aisle at your local grocer and you'll find it in a variety of flavors, even spicy, if that's what you like. Listen, when you check out, tell the person Lauren sent you. They may look at you like you're crazy, but who cares? Get your V8 today. You won't regret it. Here he comes. Cataline, you're back. Welcome back. So,
Thank you.
I want to ask you.
Yes.
When you come to America to do your first movie, and then the movie's finished and it's in the theaters, because you know the Sailor Brothers are connected to what we're doing, and you know they just 2 weeks ago they had the #3 movie in America, right? Okay, so they're gonna see you. So anyway, after you do your movie here and you get nominated like for a Golden Globe and stuff like that, are we still going to be able to hang out after you're famous? That's all I want to know.
For
Because
sure.
hold on before you answer, because if you say no, guess what's going to happen? That. I'm kidding. I'm
Yeah.
not, but seriously, have you ever thought about how successful you're willing to come? Because I'm gonna tell you something. When I did that movie earlier last year, they took me to a club at like 2 a.m. for a scene, right? And I go to bed at 8:30. So anyway, I'm standing outside waiting to the next part, and it's a break, and the performers at the club, because they were, there was a show going on, were outside, and I was just watching all the excitement, and I heard a voice say, "Hey, you need to start deciding how much of this you have to keep." I'm like, "What are you talking about?" Well, there are different levels of fame. Do you want to be one of those people that has to run down the street, "Leave me alone," or do you want to be able to experience life as it happens and blend in. So I'm asking you, have you ever thought about that? You have a baby girl, you have a wife. Have you thought about how successful you are willing to become? Are you ready for anything?
Um.
I know that's another good one, isn't it?
Yes. But regarding being famous and not being able, to go to a restaurant whenever you want, or to just get
Right.
a cup of coffee. Um, my dad was he was pretty famous in Romania because he played soccer, football, and he played for the national team and so on. And I kind of have an idea what it's like to not get out of the house in a way or another.
Wow.
So for me, being famous, I don't know what that even means, if you ask me, because you can be famous and not be a good artist, or you can be a good artist and not be famous.
Not be famous.
Or, I mean, I'm prepared for everything that is coming my way. And all I can do, and all I can do is that at least try to be a good human and to do good to others. And if by doing movies or theater, I can, reach my goal in helping others, that is everything that it is.
Let me tell you something about you. One of your divine gifts. It is a God-given gift. You know the video I made with Team Romania.
Mm-hmm.
You notice you were the anchor. You know why? Because the way you deliver, not to take anything away from anyone else, but the way you delivered the line about how important it is to just be a good person. It is the moral of every story of service. Why are we of service? Because that line fits anything you are doing from the heart.
Exactly.
And I said, there it is. That's the moment I said, that's when I took this thing out, the magnifying glass, because I was like, wait a minute. Right. You see? So I want you to know that. You see, I tell people, even like with this, with the Legacy of Hope tour, you guys, if you've been looking at the posts that I put out, I'm not like, you better give us some money or get out of town. A $5 donation. Yeah, that's my internet.
Yeah.
That's here in Chicago. That ain't you. Yeah, if that happens and they kick me off, you keep going. But I tell people out there is this. It's, your $5 is just as powerful as $5,000 in a donation, because it's not the amount of the money, it is the spirit in which you gave it. And I think that is what you're saying as far as what makes a good actor.
Exactly. Sorry. Now I can see you again. Yes, you're right.
No worries.
First of all, I mean, at the end of the day, when you're going to be all by yourself and maybe you will have like a couple of minutes to live, I don't want to have any regrets, and I don't want to be somebody who, because nothing will matter anymore. The only thing that matters is that if you are a good man and if you're a good person and if you're doing good to others, that's the whole point in being here on this earth. Maybe it sounds like a cliche. I'm sorry for that, but
No.
what I truly believe, and that is why I'm doing what I'm doing.
Let me tell you something about the truth. So what if it sounds cliche? You know why? That's because it will always sound the same. The truth is the only thing in this universe that never changes. Because when you change the truth, you didn't change the truth. You created a subsequent version. That truth is still sitting right over there. Exactly the same. It doesn't get older. It doesn't get skinnier. It doesn't expire. It stays exactly the way it was created. The truth. So tell us, let's talk about, we got 6 minutes left. Told you it was going to go fast. Right.
Yes.
Let's talk about next week, can we? Um, what are your expectations when you think about next week? What do you see? You see, I did that
Well,
jazz hands, a little theater for you, jazz hands. So, what do you see?
I see a bunch of happy kids and happy people who um, really want to help others and to do good. It's as simple as that. Look, sir, I'm a guy. I'm a simple dude. I'm trying to keep things simple, and
Yeah,
I truly believe that what we are going to do, it will have a huge impact, and I think that the kids will love it. And the reason I'm here is that I think kids are, the next generation, and they need someone, or at least somebody who can help them out and give them courage to follow their dreams and so on. So yes, I can hardly wait to see you guys and to start working with the kids and to make them laugh and to, I don't know, sing with them and so on.
absolutely.
It will
Now,
be,
let me
yes,
go. Can I go just a little bit deeper? Just a little
yes,
bit. Because
so,
you grew up in Romania. You told
yes,
us your father was a soccer star. So
yes,
you pretty much were not one of these kids that were coming to serve, but you knew they were out there. You
yes.
saw that in your world. Can you just give us a little glimpse into what do you remember what it felt like when you saw kids that lived so differently than you did? What did your family tell you about that? Or what did your peers as fellow little Romanian kids when you guys saw these other kids? What did you guys say? What did you think was going on? And how do you feel about that same snapshot today? Because now you have your own baby.
Yes, I know. Well, I mean, I had it pretty much. I mean, in my family, it was okay until one point in which I was also put in a position in which I didn't have anything to eat, or I didn't have a place to live, or
You did? You were?
yes, yes, yes.
How
I
old
mean,
were you when that happened?
I was like 20
Okay.
something. So
Yeah,
I
when you
was
were
like,
finding your way.
yes,
Okay,
when I
go
was
ahead.
finding the way.
Okay.
So, but when I was a kid, I mean, I love my parents. I love my family.
Of
I
course.
mean, I've learned a lot of good stuff from them, and I am the way I am today because of them in a way. So most of the times, I mean, I had colleagues when I was a kid at school who didn't have nothing. I mean, like literally nothing. And we as Romanians, we have a tendency in helping one another out. We are not. We have a lot of flaws, but we are a type
Who
of.
doesn't?
But yeah,
Right.
we are people who really like to help one another and to be there. And if they can just, I don't know, spend some time with you and just talk with you about it, just listen, not talk, because everybody can talk, but there are not a lot of people who can listen. So
Yes.
it was it was tricky. I don't like to talk bad about Romania because I
Right.
don't want to. With all due respect, I mean, I really love my country and I think it's a beautiful country, but
Yeah.
we had it pretty rough.
Yes.
Our history is, it is how it is. And I was lucky enough to, I mean, I was born in 84. So
1984.
84, yes.
Oh my God.
So I don't know how it was exactly how it was to live in a communist era. But
But you know enough because of
I
your
know enough.
grandparents and your
Know enough.
parents, people telling
Yes.
you. Yeah.
And it was hard. It was hard. And it still is. And I can relate to people who um, they don't have a great life. So Yes. I don't know if that answered your question. I'm sorry.
It did. My final question is this. Do you believe in your heart that we're going to change some lives next week?
Yeah.
That we're going to leave something that when we leave, the magic we left will still remain. Do you believe that?
Yes, 100%. I mean,
do too.
I wouldn't be here if I didn't believe.
Absolutely right.
Really, really, really. I truly believe that. And this is actually one of my dreams, is that eventually, if I'm going to be somebody or in this world or not, at least I would like to try and do something for the kids in Romania, because I know for a fact, I'm 100% sure that in my country, and not just in my country, all over the world, there are people who are really talented and they don't have a chance to just at least try to pursue their dreams. So I want to be somebody who can go to different places, different villages, cities, whatever, and just at least try to give somebody the opportunity to just go and follow their dreams.
So in other words, you want to help spread hope.
For sure. Yes.
That's what we have an agreement. And there it is.
Yes.
That is the perfect place to wrap up this wonderful and illuminated conversation with our guest today, Cataline. Cataline, I just want to let you know, on behalf of all of us on Team USA, we thank all of you on Team Romania and all of the other moving pieces, including all of you out there who have done your very best, as we all have, in order to make this magically divine moment a true reality. First for those kids, and then for all of us as well. Listen, I want you guys to understand that just a little bit of something from the heart is better than a whole lot of nothing. So do your best and never underestimate the potential for change. Listen, Cataline, next week I'm there, God willing. I can't wait. It's an honor to know you. I can't wait to meet you. Thank you so much for coming in today and sharing your time and for being vulnerable, transparent, and being a good sport about this show today. So we really appreciate you. My best to your wife. Go enjoy your daughter. Celebrate her 4th trip around the sun, and we'll see you. We'll see you next week. Okay.
Thank you.
All
See
right.
you soon. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Say goodbye to Cataline. I will see you all tomorrow, God willing. Who's here tomorrow? Oh, Amy Joy. She'll be joining us in Romania as a part of Team USA. She'll be traveling from Mexico, where she lives. So she's going to be here tomorrow to talk about what she's got planned for day 1 and the rest of the week. Listen, get out of here. Have your best day ever. And remember, as I tell you every single day as we get out of here, I love you. I really love you. And guess what? There ain't a damn thing you can do about it. So I'll see you tomorrow. Have the best day ever. Great job, Cataline. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much. All right. Bye, everybody.
Show me your soul. Baby, I'll show you mine. Show me your soul. Honey, it's way past time. How expensive do I have to be? Need I spell it out before you get it, baby? Show me your soul. And honey, I'll show you mine. I'll show you mine. Boy, I'm standing right here holding up a sign, shamelessly displaying my state of mind. But you